Hi guys, welcome back to Not For Nothing Homestead. I'm Ginger. Today I'm a little mad at myself. Well, and disappointed in myself, I guess. A little mixture of both. Um, I think I've told you before about how we took some porta potties and made them into shooting houses. Um, when my dad passed away in 2019, the one that was his favorite, uh, we made it kind of like a memorial to him. We put an American flag up on it. My dad was a Vietnam vet. He was in the Air Force, and he had severe hearing loss. Back then, they didn't, know how much damage and loss you were going to have by standing right beside an aircraft when it took off. So he had quite a bit of hearing damage. But anyways, so we put an American flag up there. We put, some mementos around. My daughter put in loving memory of Pawpaw and, his 1940 to 2019 on there. She drew like a little Browning head and some deer prints on the window and stuff like that. She's very artistic like that. She's really good. So I have just let it get overgrown, and I have let the flag that's up there, which is really probably the thing that makes me the maddest, get very tattered and torn. So today we're going to go over there and I'll show you his spot where he was. That was where he was going to hunt in 2019, but he passed away in the beginning of 2019, so we didn't get a chance to. But anyways, we're going to go over there and we're going to make it right. So let's go. Okay, so I got my weed eater. I got a new flag, and as you can see, it's kind of overgrown around there. So I hope that we're going to speed this up. I'm going to put it on fast forward, and we're going to get this fixed up. Okay, we're back over here. It's the next morning. Last night, after I changed the flag, well, right before I changed the flag, actually, I went to go start the four-wheeler, and the four-wheeler wouldn't start. So that created a whole nother set of problems. I had to go get the mower, bring the mower over here, and tow the four-wheeler back to the house. You know, it's all a part of homesteading life. But by that time I got all that done, then it was dark. So I'm back over here this morning. I am going to take you inside, but I did want to get a shot and show you. This is the window that my daughter painted for my dad. That says, "In loving memory of Pawpaw." It has some bear prints too. Some bear claws and that, and it looks really pretty. It's awesome. So we're going to get to cleaning up the inside now, since I think probably all the wasp nests are gone, or they're all dead by now. But we're going to get inside there and clean it up, and I'll take you through and show you what it looks like. He loved trucks. He loved purple because that was the color of Jesus's robe. So that was another semblance from him. So now, so when you come up here, as far as this being a shooting house, it's I'll back up a little bit so you see it all there. You walk around. This is where I had to cut all the stuff because you couldn't even get in the door. So this is the door on the back. This would be the actual door of the porta potty. Oof. And then I got a bunch of brush back here that's, this is inside. See, he made himself a little shelf. Ooh. Get inside here. And then you can just take these little windows, take them out, just put them right there. And you can do that with all three of them. All three of the windows. So then also, I'll turn you around. So this is the door we came in. I wish I could zoom out. Oh, I can. Duh. So when you come in, you walk in, put that little piece there, this piece here. We have this little hook that is, you know, just what you need. And so you lay that down, and there's your seat. So the door's behind you. You're sitting in your seat. You got your little shelf for your coffee, a little area for your little buddy, which I need to sweep the inside of this. And there you go. So I went and got my coffee and just thought we'd just sit here for a second and take it in, you know, a little memory of him. I wouldn't do this hunting. Probably wouldn't do this hunting thing if it wasn't for him, for teaching me showing me and teaching me the things that he used to do as he grew up, and passing on those traditions that you pass down to your children. You know, I wouldn't have that love for outdoors and for nature if it hadn't been for him. I think it was always in my blood. I wanted to garden. I wanted my hands in the dirt and you know, raise my own food that way. But this is hunting is something different that he definitely showed me when I was very young. I can remember the first time we lived in Virginia when I was young. I was probably 5 years old. And he gave me a rifle and sat me down and showed me how to hold it, showed me what to do, and I put my knee up and put it on my knee, and I was looking and through it, and he said, now be careful because it's kind of strong, and he said, when you get on the target now, you just pull. So that gun was probably 2 times the size of me, but it was funny because when I pulled, the gun went one way and I went the other. I was like, but you know, that's the only way you learn, right? As a kid, you start out learning lessons like, okay, maybe that gun's a little bit too big for you. Maybe she needs a smaller gun, or I'm sure he was showing me and with his gun, and I probably nagged him to death, just, you know, Dad, will you let me shoot it? Will you let me shoot it? Please, please. I'm sure that's what I was doing, and that's the reason I ended up paying the price. But at least it didn't scope me. So that's good. I didn't walk away with a black eye, so there's something to be said for that. Anyways, I guess we're done. I am going to do a little mowing out there. Get that all cleaned up. I like to be able to see it, you know, from our house. It just, he was so much a part of this land that we bought. I mean, as we were coming up and looking for property, he was helping us, he and my stepmother helping us, and we drove and you know, looking for just the right spot, and finally found this property. And I mean, his hands are everywhere because he was here from the jump, from the time we got it. So I see him everywhere I go. This was the one that he was going to hunt out of. This was his. So wanted to make that, you know, make everything right. I shouldn't have let it get that far. Anyways, I'll be respectful. I'm going to keep up with it from now on. I may even come over here and hunt out of this one at some point this year, just to kind of see how it does. Because it's actually pretty awesome when you sit here and you have all the views. So I can take that one out. I can see that way. Can take, well, this window is out, so I can see that way. I got all that area. And then take this window out, and I can see all the way back to there. It was definitely a good spot he picked out. But we're all done cleaning it. Inside, I got it all swept and got all the wasp nests out of it, as you saw. Just gonna go do a little mowing out there and get that looking nice outside and trimmed up. So I don't know what today is. It kind of feels, I don't know, it kind of feels weird, kind of sad, but good, because I got it all fixed up.